Hey, Nicole here, overcaffeinated math coach. I'm coming to you from my kitchen because this is the sort of thing I do in my spare time. So you get to judge my 1996 cabinets, and that's just a bonus for you. Go ahead, feel better than me. What number is this? What number is this? I'm going to guess that you said 14 and not 1 next to 4. You said that because you understand that those two digits are a number, that they represent a quantity, that they can be put into the counting sequence, that they can be plotted on a number line, and that they can be operated upon, right? Added, subtracted, multiplied, divide, etc. There are other operations. What number is this? Yeah, that's right. This is 1/4. It's not 1 over 4. So let's be careful when we're talking about this number that we help our students see this as one number, not two separate numbers separated by this line. And yeah, fractions are numbers because a fractional number is a quantity. It can be put in the counting sequence. It can be plotted on a number line. It can be operated upon. So let's make sure that we're not confusing our students by allowing them to say 1 over 4 or 8 over 3. We don't want them to see these as two separate digits, separated by a vinculum. There you go. There's your tidbit for trivia night. Have you ever had a student know that the answer, that the solution to the problem was 3/4? But they wrote it like this? Oops. There might be a lot of reasons why your student is writing it like this, but one reason might be is that they're seeing this as two separate numbers, not really understanding what the numerator and the denominator represent. So I'm going to give you a couple of strategies that can help correct that. The strategies are not a magic bullet, by the way. And this is a drawing of a magic bullet. It's not a nacho. It's not a candy corn. One of the things I like to do is when we are talking about fractions, I like to sometimes write the denominator in word form so that we are really driving home when they're sharing their solutions. I'll just take a moment and write the denominator in word form so that we really drive home that we're talking about one of the pieces that of the whole when the whole has been cut into 4 equal parts. One of the 4th pieces. Or 3 of the halves. When the set has been divided into half, I'm talking about 3 of those halves. When a student says, the solution is 8 over 4, I really try to involve math practice 6. I want to drive them to some precise language. So I'll ask if they can reword that. Okay, we have to say, hey, in math, we don't say 8 over 4. Can you reword that fraction? Can somebody else reword that fraction? Sometimes I have to reword that fraction for them. I'll just point to the denominator and I'll say, how do we pronounce that denominator in math? That's right, we say 6ths, we say 4ths, we say 8ths. Choral counting. I do a lot of choral counting with students, and we choral count by fractions, starting maybe at 0/4, 0/4, 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4, 5/4, 6/4, 7/4, 8/4. If you want to make it a little bit of a game, you can have the students stand or sit or touch their head when the fraction equals a whole number. So if I was counting by 4ths, I might have them stand at 4/4, then sit back down and stand again at 8/4. But let's really try to eliminate that word over from our classroom because that language inadvertently prompts our students to see the numerator and the denominator as two separate numbers instead of just one number. And if nobody has told you this today, you rock.